Hello, everyone, and welcome to Changemaker's Voice. This is a program of DreamStreet Theatre Co, a program to galvanize agents of change.
Hi, thanks for joining us. We're here live at CanTV Studios here in Chicago, Illinois. We're broadcasting here every Monday at 7 p.m. You can join us on our discussion. We'll tell you what our topic of discussion is in a little bit, but that phone number to call is 312-738-1060. And if you can't join us on TV, you can join us online, cantv.org/hotline.
And we'd love to hear from you, so we hope you're getting those fingers ready to dial the number. So today I am your host, Karen Dabney, and next to me is my co-host, Mr. Richmond White.
Hello, everyone.
We're very glad you can be here with us tonight. So Changemaker's Voice is an empowerment platform for agents of change or aspiring agents of change, those who aspire to be leaders, those who aspire to uplift and change and empower the community by having great ideas that turn into products and presentations and programs to change the world and make a difference. And that's why Changemaker's Voice wants to hear from you.
Yeah, so today's topic, we have a question for you.
And that question today is, how would you change the world? What is your idea that you would like to change? And actually, Richmond, I'd like to pose that question to you. How would you, Richmond, like to change the world?
Well, first off, I guess when you say change the world, that sounds pretty a daunting task and pretty intimidating. And a lot of people out there in the TV world will think that too. But it's not as hard as it sounds. You can start off very small. Start off in your community. You know, things like clothes you have in your closet that you don't wear anymore, give those, donate those to Goodwill or to the Red Cross, and that's changing the world. That's helping someone who is less fortunate. Cans of food that you have in your counter that you may not want, that's not perishable. You give those to a food depository. You can do that as well. Just start small, and those grow into chain reactions and help others, and then other people will jump on board as well and help others, and before you know it, it could span across the globe.
Right. So those little things add up to become bigger and bigger great things. And you never really know how you can change someone's life just by a small act of kindness. So to change the world sounds like a big deal, but changing the world can start very small. And as Richmond nicely put, it could blossom into something greater. So we're here to change the world only one little small step at a time. We don't have to do it all at one time, right, Richmond?
No, not at all, not at all.
Right. And so to illustrate that point, we have a video we'd like to share with you tonight. So let's just get started and see this video and how changing the world looks to the producer of this video. Take a look.
If you could change anything in the world, what would you change?
I don't know, honestly. I like everything about the world right now, but I would change that there would be no school, and I wish there would be no homework.
Stop focusing on the look of perfection.
How fast we travel.
The level of technology. I wouldn't want like robots taking over the world, that kind of situation, but
I would have equality, because we don't have that yet.
For our skin color, preference, and everything, I want everybody to treat each other equal.
Inequality in terms of people who are hungry and have no place to live, and other people who have so much money they don't know what to do with it.
And everyone would just be able to like eat whenever they want, and they wouldn't have to pay or they wouldn't have to work for it. It would just like grow out the ground.
Probably change currency because all everybody wants now is money.
I'd change rich people to poor people.
It's just good weather. California weather I adore.
Can it be big? Can I say like income inequality?
Prison system in America.
Eliminate the invention of the gun.
People's ego investment in being right.
Stigmatism of mental illness.
I don't know what I could change.
So, in could be story.
overusing social media as a way to connect.
As connected as we are, we don't listen to each other.
This incredible inability to communicate and listen to someone who doesn't agree with you.
I would try to get rid of a lot of bad beliefs. I think people believe in too many things and they don't believe in themselves.
Like, I wish people notice other people more.
More patience. People need more patience.
I would just change the amount of fear that's in the world.
People are so close-minded sometimes. The loud ones.
I would rather have them be nice like it was back in the day. It was better back then.
That sounds so generic, but world peace. I just want the wars to stop.
All the country in the world be like democratic, be like free.
I want to change like to happiness and joy.
Gas prices? I don't know.
Well, actually, I think I know one thing. If there was a way to like get dinosaurs back, I would make that. I don't know how that change the world, but hey, that could change the world a lot.
How did you like that video?
That was a very interesting video there. And to join us on our conversation, again, our telephone number is 312-738-1060.
Well, not surprisingly, the name of the video was, How Would You Change the World? So we picked that video because to illustrate a few different points about our discussion question, which we're still waiting to hear from you to call in. So we wanted to show, by showing that video, that people of all ages, opinions count on how we could change the world. From the smallest child to the eldest person living, we all are here together in this world, and all of our opinions count, and we all have some great ideas to make change happen. And then we also wanted to show that video in order to show how diverse ideas there are out there, so that some people want to change and make world peace, something that we probably all want, right?
Absolutely.
And then others have other ideas for changing the world. And so we have a follow-up question then for our audience today. First of all, our question is, how would you change the world? But our follow-up question is, what's stopping you? And how can Changemakers Voice help you to get started on that journey to changing the world?
Yes, and another question, what ideas do you have that could change lives, minds, and outcomes? Do you need help launching in a 501c3?
And that's why we're here. Changemakers Voice is here to help you, to help the community. We are looking to help others become agents of change. And it starts with a decision that your ideas matter and that you can make a difference. And you might need some guidance, and we're here to guide you on becoming an agent of change. So we're so happy to be here tonight that we want to hear from you, and we want to hear your ideas, no matter how big or how small they might be. You know, there's ideas like recycling. That helps to change the world.
It does, yep.
There's ideas like helping, putting a smile on someone's face. That can help brighten someone's day. Someone who may have given up before they saw that there was someone who really cared about them. So we are encouraging you to do anything big or small, and we'd like to hear from you tonight. I know Chicago is a very big city, and it is evening, and maybe you're at dinner, but if you pick up that phone and share your ideas, you'd probably be inspiring someone else. So if you call us, we will be waiting to hear from you.
So please do.
Yes, so as we keep reminding you to call in, we're going to move on just a little bit and ask you, again, how would you change the world? That's the question. But I'd love to answer this question myself, because DreamStreet Theatre Company was founded on a belief that we could, if not change the world, we could certainly change some outcomes. And as a mentoring organization, DreamStreet Theatre Company wants to impact lives through mentorship, through mentoring, through the creative arts. And so that's how we believe we can change lives. Because mentoring teenagers in particular, and youth and teens, helps them to, we can help them carve out a pathway to their dreams. So, Richmond, what do you think about mentorship?
Mentorship is a wonderful thing. It helps them, especially our young folks and young adults, helps mold them and help guide them to possibly where they want to go as far as their lives, their careers, what have you.
Right. So if you want to know how I would change the world, I would personally want to address bullying. Because bullying is something that I have a personal cause with, as far as, for me, it's a personal cause. Bullying is very pervasive. There are many, many children and teens and adults even who are bullied. And bullying has an effect, a negative effect on self-esteem. And through the mentorship programs at DreamStreet Theatre Company, our foundation is to mentor, but through healthy self-esteem development. And so we have a vested interest at DreamStreet to want to mentor to youth and teens, especially those who may have been ostracized or bullied or somehow have been marginalized. And so those youth and teens, they can be at risk if they are not supported through mentorship. And that's how I personally would change the world. I would give a mentor to every youth and teen.
Yeah, if I could say something I do to change the world, I try to do at least one good deed a day. Like if I'm at the store and someone in front of me doesn't have the correct amount of change, maybe $1 or $2, I'll give them that $1 so they can go ahead and feel good about themselves and put a smile on their face. So at least one good deed a day, a simple good morning to someone in the morning can do wonders for them. You can do that too.
Right. So anyone out in the Chicagoland audience, we'd love to hear how you would change the world. What ideas do you have? So we're still listening. Our phone lines are still open, and our hotline technician is still waiting for your call at 312-738-1060. So as we go about trying to change the world, we want to let you know how to get in touch with us. So here is how you can get in touch with us.
Yeah, our website here is changemakersvoice.com. You can also email us, changemakersvoice@gmail.com. And we also have a Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @IgniteChange and the number 2. We also have another website, DreamStreet Theatre Organization. You can email us there at info@dreamstreettheater.org, and our website, dreamstreettheater.org, www.dreamstreettheater.org.
So the next question that one might have for us, as far as how DreamStreet Theatre Company and, of course, Changemakers Voice, which Changemakers Voice is a program of DreamStreet Theatre Company, how do we go about helping others who intend to change the world? Well, glad you asked. So what we offer is personal development and professional development programs. We offer programs for emerging and would-be agents of change, emerging leaders, emerging speakers who want to be a motivational speaker, who have a message to share with the public, and perhaps you don't feel confident enough to bring your message to the public. Well, that's how we can develop you into a leader, develop you into a public speaker. And that might be one reason why you'd like to call us tonight. Why don't you share your story, the story that you would want to tell if you were on the stage? How would you relate to your audience, and what would you like to share to uplift others, to uplift your community, to uplift your family? You see, a leader can be in the community, or a leader could be in the home.
Absolutely.
A leader could be in the school. So we are about developing leaders.
Right. If I can add something to that, leaders can also be in the church. Leaders could be school, leaders anywhere.
Absolutely.
It all just starts with one person. You get the ball rolling. If people start following you, start following your lead there and your ideals, and there you have it. You're a leader.
Right. So when we say agent of change, you can just make that synonymous with the word leader. And so for our agent of change training that we offer, let us tell you a little bit about that. You get personal and professional development, and you would also get in touch through our talent inventory courses, where we'll help you to find out exactly what you are good at or how you can best deliver the programs or the ideas that you have. It starts with you. It doesn't start with what we want for you. It starts with the ideas that you have, and then we help your ideas to come to life. We help you bring your ideas to life. And then we help you to hone your communication skills. Because when you are a leader, communication skills are key. You'll need to communicate to your audience. You'll need to perhaps learn how to deliver impactful messages so that you can do the work and make a difference.
You also have to speak with confidence. When you speak with confidence, people believe in you and buy into your ideal.
Exactly. And so we offer communication training and public speaking training, presentation skills, how to walk into a stage, for example, and how to command the audience, how to leave an impression for which is not simply just some words, but some calls to action, how to bring change and how to cause your audience to feel like they learned something at the end. And that's what confident public speaking does, and that's what Changemaker's Voice is here to do, to help you become an agent of change or a leader. And we also have some courses for you if you want, well, we call it legacy building, because lots of times we hear people who they want to leave a legacy. Now, a legacy can be, again, large or small. You might want to leave a legacy of just being a proactive parent. So what does that mean? That means that you are now looking at your family and deciding to take a proactive steps in your children's lives and to help guide them to achievement. So proactive parents then pay attention to what their children are doing, and they help to make a difference in their own home. And that's a worthy cause, just to be an agent of change in your own home. Rather than being reactive, it's being proactive. And then we also have programs to help you to learn to become a speaker. We talked about that. Perhaps you want to write a book. That's another skill of communication. We help you to put your ideas into words and put your words into a book format so that you can leave a legacy that can outlive you and your family can read all about it.
So I have a question. Can someone come in, say they don't have necessarily an idea right now? Can you help me or them brainstorm and get ideas to what it is they want to do?
Oh, absolutely. So that's how we look at things in the first place. We give a talent inventory. We find out not only what are you good at, but where you can serve it at your highest potential. So we have something what's called highest potential coaching to help you develop into the highest potential of utilizing the skills and the talents that God has blessed you with. And if you are lacking in any skill development, that's where we come in and we say, of course, we'll help you. We help you brainstorm. We help you identify where to go to take your ideas where they can grow even further from where they were, from infancy to becoming to fruition, to manifest into something wonderful and to make a difference. Because in the end, it's all about making a difference. It's all about making change and making a difference. So we offer those services to would-be agents of change or emerging leaders, emerging speakers, and we offer business consulting So for example, if you want to learn how to start a business, how to write a business plan, well, we can help you with that. And so often when you're an agent of change, people ask, well, I don't want to sell a product. Often we hear that you want to start a nonprofit organization. Well, we can help you to start a 501c3 nonprofit organization. That is what we're very good at, helping other agents of change become agents of change. Because the story that I have is that I had, this is my second nonprofit organization. And when I first became interested in becoming an agent of change and starting a 501c3, there was a gentleman who helped me, but he helped me very little, in all honesty. He told me 2 pieces of information, and that I had to pay him for those 2 pieces of information. And so now, many years later, it does my soul good to help other people who they need a little bit more than 2 pieces of information. Perhaps you need to have what we call hand holding to get you all the way through to the finish line of seeing your dream come true. So, Richmond, what do you think about our hand holding coaching?
Sounds wonderful, especially those that may not necessarily know what to do. You can actually hold their hands and guide them through the process, and that makes people feel more at ease, more ready to take on the next challenge. And hopefully, after a while, they can go out and fly on their own and propel them to greatness. Right.
So, when you have a support system, well, you know what a support system does. A support system is waiting for your success to happen. A support system is there to hear not only about your successes, but to help you through each milestone. And this actually is a very important void that some people may not have on their journey when you're starting out and you want to start a business, and there are a lot of resources, but sometimes there's not enough of, so much of what to do, but not how to do it. Well, we help you with the how to do it. And that's why we created Changemaker's Voice, so that we can give your voice an opportunity to be heard. So we're galvanizing agents of change. And if you are a budding, emerging agent of change, then come aboard with us, join with us, and we will help you to reach your dreams of becoming an agent of change and to produce programs, to produce ideas into programs, and into products, into services, and so that you can be an agent of change. And this is how you can reach us right here. This is the information that if you have a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper, you can write this information down about our website, about our email address, and our Twitter handle. And so, Richmond, do you have, while everyone is grabbing their pen, we'll let them be able to look at that a little bit longer. And then once we come back, well, we'll come back now because we're almost out of time. And we are so excited that we get to this opportunity to speak to the community, to just let you know that we are here to help you as an aspiring agent of change to develop personally and professionally. So before we have to actually wrap up this show, Richmond, do you have any more ideas on how to change the world?
Yes, I do. Again, if you want to start small, if there's a certain product that you like and the company give some of their profits to an organization that you are familiar with, go ahead and buy their product. If there's any other issues that you want that's in your community, lack of resources, why don't you send a letter to your alderman or your senator and start a letter campaign that way? You can definitely start the wheels of change there. There's so many ways you can start. You can conduct blood drives. There's so many things. The list can go on and on.
On and on and on. And you can do so again in your home, in your community, in your church. You can change lives. You can change minds by expressing, for example, climate change. What are your views on climate change? So those things you can teach others about. Perhaps youth need to know little small steps that they can take that would help with the carbon footprint, to reduce the carbon footprint. Or if that's not the change that you want to go after, maybe you want to inspire someone to take up STEM education, the science, technology, engineering, and math, which helps to build futures. And coding, for example, is a very big field right now for youth to enter in, because there will be a big void in technology jobs going forward. So that's great change, because that will help build economic development for youth and teens going forward. And in that way, that's financial literacy and financial empowerment. So that's all we have for you tonight on this show that focused on how would you change the world. And we would like to invite you to come back every Monday evening at Richmond.
Yes. Join us every Monday at 7 p.m. here at CAN TV studios. We are also online, cantv.org/hotline.
And we'll see you next week. And until then, here's our information one more time, because we'd love to hear from you via our email, through Twitter, and we look forward to seeing you every Monday night right here on CAN TV.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.